Not quite piranha, but I tell you, these can be pretty fun to watch when they're eating and kind of in a frenzy. Hey fish friends, how's it going? Hope everyone's doing well. Hope you're having a great day. My name is Zenzo from Tazawa Tanks. A lot of times I'm sitting in front of my other tanks, my Malawi tank and my Tanganyikan tank with my peacocks and haps and my shell dwellers. And I thought that this tank doesn't get a lot of love. One of the reasons why is even though the fish swim up to the glass every time I walk up, they just are not used to any kind of camera equipment, lighting, and so they always end up hiding in the back. I put some food in there to try to coax them out, but not really working right now. But maybe in a few minutes, maybe they'll start swimming over my shoulder. But anyway, I wanted to talk about these fish kind of briefly and talk about this aquarium. This is a 65-gallon tank. It's a 3-foot tank, so it's essentially like a 40 breeder, but taller. And I get a lot of questions from viewers about African cichlids and tank size. I usually always recommend a 4-foot tank, like a 55 or a 60 or a 75, 90, etc. Or larger, obviously, if you're going with haps. But in my experience, it is okay keeping Mbuna in a 3-foot tank, specifically because Mbuna do better at swimming up and down and around versus back and forth lengthwise, like some of your other fish, like your peacocks and haps. So I've had success with Mbuna in kind of a shorter tank, 3-foot versus 4-foot, because they spend a lot of time swimming in and around the rocks and things like that. One of the behaviors that I find fascinating with the Mbuna is watching them eat. As you can see, super, not aggressive. Well, I guess they are kind of aggressive. They're pretty, rambunctious when they're eating. And I've actually not been bitten because, their teeth aren't going to hurt me. But I've actually been nipped by the Mbuna when I've had my hand in the water. So you notice when I put that seaweed in there how crazily they kind of attacked it. And you can hear it actually. It's audible where they're ripping it, ripping it around. And it's not piranha. They're not eating meat. They're just eating vegetation matter. But it still kind of gives me that same sensation, and it's pretty fascinating to watch. So I just paused the camera real quick and put a piece of seaweed in there in hopes that they might do it again. But so far, no luck. So, of course, when the camera's on, they're camera shy. But anyway, if you have Mbuna, if you haven't done so, I would recommend getting like one of these little veggie clips, as you can see, that's adhered to the side of the tank, and getting some of the seaweed that you can find in your local fish store and putting a clip of that in your tank and watching them eat. It's really good for the fish. It does really help them in their digestion as far as providing, those dietary fibers. You can also do things like zucchini and other vegetables, and I put those in the clips as well. It's kind of funny to watch them eat zucchini because they kind of pick around the inside and they'll leave the outside just kind of sitting there. But anyway, I thought it would be different to kind of film in front of the Mbuna tank. You don't see this a lot. And maybe if I can get them used to the camera, and maybe I'll just kind of set the camera up and put some lighting here and let it sit there for, a couple days every now and then just to kind of get them used to it. Maybe I'll film in front of this tank more often. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.